What up, squad? What's poppin'? The Saweetie allegations is wild. It's wild. It's getting crazy out here, man. Hey, can we make money anymore? Like, and actually be making money at what we're saying that we're making money at?
No.
Or is that, are we deceiving the people?
Deceiving is better.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. All I know is you ready for another ROM rant? If you're new to the channel, don't forget to comment, subscribe, thumbs up. Slap that red button. Let's get right into it, man, because I've been seeing a lot about this girl named Saweetie. Saweetie.
Yeah, I've heard about her a lot
Yeah,
more
man.
than...
Yeah, man. Hey, she been all over the socials. She into some extracurricular activities.
Hey, she grown, ain't she?
Hey, man. All right, do your thing, baby girl. Do your thing, man. Do your thing. But that don't mean you above me talking about you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So let's get right into it. See what they talking about. This comes from Blackie Speaks. Link will be in the description below. Go check them out, you heard?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Let's get right to it.
Let go.
About this recent story involving rapper Saweetie getting exposed by her former road manager, who basically accused her of moving like an escort. I'm sure a lot of people recognize the name, or at least the face. Saweetie got it popping back in 2017 with her breakout song Icy Girl. After that, she had a few big hits and a very public relationship with the rapper Quavo. But even though her music pushed her to the top, a lot of the conversations around her career has always been about her image, her relationships, and whether the fame was built on more than just the music. Now let's get into this particular story. A few days ago, a woman who goes by the name of Maybach May, who claimed to be...
I ain't gonna hold you, yo. Her face looked like a Maybach. Shit's all long. I'm sorry.
Saweetie's former road manager, went viral after posting a series of social media posts accusing Saweetie of exploiting her current boyfriend, which is footballer Jadon Sancho, for money. Basically, she claimed that she was the one who arranged Saweetie's trip to London, where she met Jadon. Some of y'all might recognize the name or face. Jadon Sancho is a very famous 25-year-old English footballer, or soccer player like Americans would say, who plays for Aston Villa in the Premier League. Saweetie and Jadon first linked up back in January 2025 following her visit to Chelsea FC's home stadium, Stamford Bridge, back when Jadon was playing there for one season on a loan. That trip...
Oh, so she universal. Shorty universal. All right, let's get it.
Ended up being a turning point because, according to Saweetie's former road manager, that's where the story started. Now, Miss Maybach May put up a few posts, but the most prominent one was a screenshot of what she claimed was a text conversation between her and Saweetie. And in those messages, Saweetie was allegedly making an inquiry about Jadon Sancho, basically asking, how much money could I run up if I ended up getting with this guy? And that was one of the most talked about parts of these allegations. This text that the ex-manager claimed came from Saweetie herself, and the message said, when bitches run it up on Jadon, how much they doing in a weekend. So that line alone had people online losing their minds because...
Hey, man, you got to expose these girls, man. Shout out to you. You did a service. I'm sorry for talking about your Maybach look. You know what I'm saying? But Maybachs are beautiful. You know what I'm saying? They're luxury. They're luxury.
She only exposing stuff because of something crazy.
She hating.
I
know she hating, but shit. Hey.
Because I'm like, I guarantee you just as bad as all the
you
rest
already
of
know it, yo.
them.
And that's the thing is, like, women get upset with men, bro. But it's really women that be degrading women. Y'all degrade each other, man. Y'all is the ones that's hoes, this, that, and the third. She a bitch. All of that shit come from y'all, bro. And your animosity and your jealousy. Y'all gotta chill with that, man. Y'all supposed to stick together, man. But y'all, hey, it be like that, man. That's why we say with females, bro, don't ever tell your friend that you think is your best friend all of your deepest, darkest secrets, because they will come to light. Because they're not going to be deep no more than, well, maybe. But they ain't going to be dark no more, bro. They ain't going to be in the dark no more, man. They will come to light, bro.
Yeah.
With a little extra sauce on top.
I know. Exaggeration.
Yeah, man. And yo, they definitely going to show the receipts. Y'all love to show receipts.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't get, like, what's the purpose of putting this out on public display? I feel like y'all go back and forth. We don't fuck with each other no more. Bow, you're gone.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's over. So you're done. I don't need to talk to you no more.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Why y'all always got to gossip when y'all stop being friends? I just don't get that.
If that text is real It sounds like she's asking, how much are other women making off of him, almost like she's comparing rates. And that's what made this whole situation spiral, because it doesn't just sound messy, it sounds very transactional. And this is important because this is not the first time Saweetie has been accused of this type of thing. Over the years, there's been quiet talk, rumors, gossip, whatever you want to call it, through the grapevine about her using relationships as a business move. Now, this is kind of when it starts getting into the territory where people begin throwing around words like selling the pum pum or escorting, which basically is a very serious accusation. Some of y'all might remember how back in 2022, a little over a year after her breakup with Quavo, he seemingly called her out on the song Messy with the late Takeoff. Rest in peace to Takeoff. On that record, he said, BITCH, after my dog behind my back, but I ain't stressing. And at the time, everybody knew who the dog was rumored to be. It was Offset. And that lyric right.
Oh, fuck. Yo, whoa.
Offset.
See, like, obviously, you should have seen that coming with Shorty. But your family, bro? Your fams? Your fams?
Low, man.
And y'all doing business together, this, that, and the third. Y'all some slimy motherfuckers, bro. Like, you can't keep it. Ooh. Unless it was transactional. Then I guess you can't be mad at her, right? Can't be mad at Offset. Hey, you can't. If it was transactional, she sold it. It wasn't like there was really feelings there, right?
With Offset, no.
Hey.
That's stupid.
Hey, they
Like,
had to
damn.
offset. Hey, they had to offset the relationship. They had to. No. Sorry, Offset. Couldn't help you. Couldn't help you. Yo, you just a dirty, grimy motherfucker. We all know it. Look, I mean, come on, man.
Out of all the people,
Just look how
the people you had to go.
Just look how he did Cardi, man. You know what I'm saying? You see how he did Cardi all them years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you were dirty, but yo, you did your family like that.
That's what I'm saying.
So you know what? You know what's crazy? If Cardi knew about that situation and didn't have one eye open, she wildin'. Because yo, that right there is crazy.
Hey.
I'm surprised y'all. Yo, that is crazy. But at least, they forgave each other. Whatever. They was like, yeah, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how that discussion would go.
Yeah.
I don't know how that discussion.
I wouldn't
would
be
go.
having a
You know
discussion.
I wouldn't be fighting over no either. Now,
I wouldn't either. But I just
but
would
it
not
wouldn't be
have
over
no
her.
discussion.
I'd punch him in the mouth because he's my family and he did that.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be because of her. It'd be the fact is, I know it sounds like hypocritical, but no, it's more of the fact that
No,
you're supposed to be my
loyalty.
dog.
Like
You're
you
supposed to be
come
the
on
one.
now.
Like, when I'm not around, you supposed to be telling me what's going on. You know what I mean?
Not the one doing the dirty deeds.
Yeah, man. That's foul, bro. It's like if I'm inside, bro, I say, yo, go check on my family. All of a sudden, you laying down with my shorty, you heard? You really checking up on shit. Yeah.
There came right after online rumors started spreading online that Saweetie and Offset had hooked up behind Quavo's back, which allegedly is what started the beef between the two members of the Migos, who are the only two ones left. Saweetie never confirmed it, neither did Offset. However, Offset did years later, recently actually, he denied that. But that moment definitely changed how a lot of people started looking at Saweetie. So now with these new allegations from her former road manager, people are revisiting that old situation, not because the stories are, the same, but because they both paint a picture of how Saweetie moves when it comes to men with status and power, right? Now, her former road manager put up a few other posts, and one of the most notable ones is where she referred to Jada Sancho as a client. I want to make one thing clear. I booked her for an appearance to visit the Chelsea Stadium and support the soccer team. Instead of paying me, she fell in love with the client and told him not to pay me. I was a road manager with her, getting her deals. I was solid to this girl. She got what she wanted and never paid me. Simple. I want my money. Interesting. She claimed she was actually the one who arranged for Saweetie and Jaden to link up, but according to her, things didn't go as planned. And in reality, at least based on what the road manager is saying, the whole plan was for Saweetie to get together with Jaden and he would trick on her, okay? Meaning he'd spend money on her, buy gifts, fly her out, take care of her financially in exchange for her time and attention. Basically, paying for the pum pum, right? But instead of keeping it business, Saweetie allegedly, fell in love with the guy, and that's what Miss Maybach is claiming. So that's...
Wait, hold on. So, yo. So what are we talking about? Yo, shit. What's this chick, a pimp? This chick pimping?
No, I think they call them madams.
No, she parking lot pimping. Her name Maybach. She parking lot pimping.
Lot lizards.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you big lot lizard face. Yo, she the queen of the Liz, man. All right, let's go.
When, this whole story turned from just messy into something way more serious. I'll tell a joke, but I ain't never told a lie. I sent you to Dubai because you never balled before and was depressed looking for a happy life. Took you to London, babes. Took you to Nigeria.
Oh, nah, she sent her to Dubai. No,
what goes
where
down
you
in
get pink
Dubai?
eye. She sent you to Dubai where you get pink eye. Nah, man, you being used as a toilet bowl, your big urinal face. Woo! Some Charmin.
Oh, shut
You
up.
getting used as some toilet paper.
Ugh.
That's the paper you getting. Toilet paper. Well, I don't even think they use toilet paper.
You couldn't pay me enough.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I don't need it that bad.
She liked the mud bath, man. She into the mud bath, man.
Oh, gosh.
Ooh, that's why they call them mud ducks. She a real mud duck. She like to play in that mud.
Shut up.
Yeah, man, that dookie.
Gross.
You can't make this shit up.
Booked you on an Australian tour. I helped this girl so much, only for her to play with my money at the end. I'm just missing my payment money from London. Pay up before I start naming the rest of the husbands you was playing with. And her beef with Saweetie is basically that Saweetie didn't pay her for these services, okay? Like 50 cents, she wanted her goddamn money. Now, some people might call that matchmaking or management, but depending on how you look at it, if what this woman is saying is actually true, that starts crossing into something way darker, because what she's describing sounds a lot like what they call procure. Because what she's describing sounds a lot like procuring, which by definition is when someone arranges or facilitates sexual encounters for money.
It's not called procuring a client for a reason. For no reason. For a reason. Man, I'm telling stupid. Man, y'all know what I'm saying, man. You know what I was saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Procuring the client.
In illegal terms, that's literally what's known as pimping or being a madame, which falls under sex trafficking laws in the United States and most other countries. So if, and that's a big if, what she's claiming actually happened, that wouldn't just be messy, that would be a crime. But again, these are just allegations. None of this has been confirmed, and Saweetie hasn't, publicly spoken about this. And I just don't know how smart it is for the ex-manager to even put this out there publicly for a few reasons. Number one, I don't know if this is how she makes her money, but if it is, this move could seriously hurt her business, because anyone with money or status is going to look at this and think, yeah, I'm not working with someone who's exposing private stuff like that. And number two, if there's even a little truth to what she's saying, she might have actually put herself in danger, because when you start talking about flying people around for things like that, it can get the authorities involved real quick.
And it implicates yourself, dumbass. It implicates yourself, dumbass.
Women, stop it. We gotta stop it. Don't work on emotions.
You can't make this shit up, man. Hey, they making money, but they ain't that intelligent, man. They kind of not. How the fuck?
The things they do for the money, that's not intelligence.
It's just crazy. It's just hey, make your paper the way you want. I don't give a fuck.
I don't want
the way you making it, big. Hey, you gotta move a little more smarter, man.
Yeah.
You gotta move a little smarter, man. You ain't moving right. You ain't moving right. You violate.
I mean, that's not just drama anymore. That's the kind of thing that can turn into a real investigation. So honestly, she might have exposed herself too while trying to expose Saweetie, because if this ever gets to the point where the FBI, whoever starts, looking into it, Saweetie could easily flip it into, she could say that, hey, I was being extorted, or, the manager was the one who was trying to set her up. And just like that, Saweetie gets the get out of jail free card, right? But that's beside the point. This type of thing isn't very rare in the entertainment world. Obviously, none of this is confirmed. These are all allegations, and that's exactly how we're labeling it for now, the Saweetie allegations. But let's be real, a lot of this kind of stuff goes on behind the scenes, right? And it's just that most of the time, it never goes to the public. Whether it's certain Instagram models or bottle girls, influencers, once they're connected to the entertainment space, it's a whole different ball game. Because what happens is you start mixing money, fame, and access. That's where the lines get blurry. Now,
you know what? I don't understand this. This is what I really don't understand.
What?
When it comes to females, bro. Like, you're making money. You're doing this. You're a talent or whatever it is you are. Why do you always stoop to the level of selling your ass?
because they're really not that talented.
Allegedly. Like, I mean, whether you are or not, though, like respect yourself a little more than that. Like, get the hustle, get the grind. How you gonna be all these girls up there talk about boss bitch.
Mm-hmm.
But all I hear when I hear boss bitch is a lost bitch, because at the end of the day, y'all is just selling that.
Yeah.
That fucking hoopty.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all selling that fucking 100,000 miles. You know what I'm saying? Like, just miles, bro. Just miles upon miles upon miles.
And dirty.
Talk about no oil change, nothing, bro. The shit riding around on the rim. You know what I'm saying? Bumper falling off. All of that.
But it's because at the end of the day, like, that's really all the talent that they got. You know,
that's just wild, though. It's like, come on. Like, women are very smart.
Self-esteem.
From what they say, women are very smart. Like, y'all could procure a bag any other way, man. Procure. All right, man. Let's get back to it, man.
Whatever you want to say about Saweetie, go ahead. But the truth is, you know, she got money. She's a millionaire. She's not broke. She got money. But that doesn't automatically mean someone can get caught up in a situation like this. Because the truth is, a lot of women who move in these circles, they might have money, but at the same time, they just don't have that kind of money, right? Like, just to give you an idea, Jadon Sancho, the young man we talked about who's 25, who plays in the Premier League, he's reportedly making 300,000 British pounds a week. That's almost 400,000 US dollars every single week. So rapper money is very different from athlete, but specifically Premier League money, clearly. So when you're in those circles, when that kind of money's floating around, it's a different ballgame, right? And they don't just deal with random women on the street. They go through people, connections, introductions, recommendations, okay, from inside their little world. So when you see a woman with some kind of, you know, popularity, and I'm not specifically saying Saweetie here, but when you see them with these types of women, these types of guys, they don't just pay for, you know, sex. They're also paying for the drama-free experience that comes with it. They know that if they mess with another woman who doesn't have anything to lose, who isn't established or doesn't have her own name, that can get messy fast. But if the woman already has some kind of platform, status, or reputation, it feels safer to them, right? She understands discretion, she understands the game, and she's not about to risk everything for attention. That's the mindset a lot of these ultra wealthy guys have. So it's,
which is stupid, because it only lasts but for so long. Your looks only last but for so long, and you think they ain't gonna write a tell-all and all of that? Come on, man. You should already know that, bro. Like, it's not safer. It's dumb. It's dumb. It's real dumb, bro.
It's not always about just attraction. It's about control, you know, privacy, and keeping their world clean from unnecessary problems. I mean, we're talking about wealthy CEOs, executives, entrepreneurs, obviously athletes and musicians and stuff like that. And most of the time, these men already have like a main woman or a wife or a long-term partner who's already aware of how things work. So when they do have someone on the side, that's an arrangement, okay? They know that they can just mess around with anyone, because one bird-ass bitch can fuck up the whole operation. So that's why a lot of this stuff goes on very quietly through people they trust, introductions, recommendations, circles where everybody already knows the rules, like I said. So that gets into a whole different conversation, one I'm actually working on for, you know, a separate video. But back to Saweetie. Now, it's being alleged that she had multiple trips booked and arranged by this former road manager. The manager claims that they're flying out to all kinds of destinations, Europe, Africa, Australia with the kangaroos and shit, you name it. And according to her, those weren't just regular work trips. She's claiming there was a whole other purpose behind them, which, if true, would completely change how people look at Saweetie's public image. Because even though these kinds of rumors have been echoing around the industry for years, Saweetie's always tried to play on a certain image, which is like the classy, feminine, and business savvy look, right? Or classy, I would say, early on in her career. Later on, she just said fuck it, right? So the Icy Girl brand that she built early on, it was about luxury, confidence, and independence. But at the same time, the way she's moved outside of that brand has often been the complete opposite. Like a few years ago, she went viral due to this Instagram live she put up where she was telling women, if he's not buying you a Birkin bag or paying your bills, throw that nigga back to the streets.
Oh.
No, chick. Nah, chick. Chick, you in the streets. You in it. You in the streets.
I gotta throw you away, babe. I ain't got no Birkin bag.
Yeah, man. You ain't getting no Birkin bag, yo. I pull them broke, bro. I don't care, man. That's just me. I ain't paying for no ass. I ain't paying for no cheeks. I'm sorry, that's just me. And even if I had it, you think I'm gonna pay? I ain't gonna pay you a fucking dollar.
Nope.
You taking, yo, first time we going out, you taking me out.
Allah.
Fuck that. We going half on the meal. We didn't go half?
Did we? No.
I paid?
Yeah, you bought the pizza.
Damn, so you saying I'm tricking? Yeah, I bought pizza.
Because that's what I wanted.
When we went to Johnny Rockets, though, we split the bill.
Did we?
Yeah.
I thought you paid for it then, too.
Yo, stop, man. You're ruining my image.
I mean,
I bought her a burger and some fries. Alright?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, see?
If you're not getting you a bargain, if you're not paying for your bills, then throw that nigga back to the streets, okay?
Coincidentally enough, she dropped a song right before that moment called Back to the Streets. So a lot of people started feeling like the whole thing was just marketing, which it was, where she was playing into that same image in order to sell the music. And the issue with that is pretty obvious. You're selling women in your audience this fantasy that if a man isn't buying you a designer bag, which is worthless, or paying your bills, he's not worth your time. Which in other words, you're basically saying this pum pum can be bought. Now as for this particular story, again, these are just allegations. Saweetie hasn't responded to anything, but it's the kind of claim that sticks, especially when it feeds into an image people have already questioned. And the conversation that's been coming up about Saweetie for a while now is how much she's actually benefited from what people call pretty privilege, which in other words means the idea that her looks opened the door for her, that she's been rewarded for being attractive more than her actual talent. But recently, she actually flipped the whole conversation on its head and she went viral for it. During a recent interview, Saweetie actually talked about something she called pretty punishment. In her words, people have seen that she's gorgeous, she's getting money, she's getting bags, she's always in the spotlight. But what they don't see is how many doors were slammed in her face, how many times she's been counted out or underestimated because of her appearance. And this is according to her, right? This is her perspective. Saweetie said they talk about pretty privilege, but they don't talk about pretty punishment. And what she meant by that is that being pretty comes with a different kind of bias. People project on you, they assume things, and sometimes they even root against you out of animosity or hidden agendas. And Saweetie said that this is something that she's dealt with her entire life.
Feel like the industry has tried to count you out? Like,
Since I started.
talk about it, man. Because I think people, look, to be honest, people see you're gorgeous.
seen
You're getting
this.
endless bags. You are, listen, that girl. I don't think they understand how many doors, how many rejections, how many times people have counted you out.
I saw it on TikTok. They were like, they talk about pretty privilege, but they don't talk about pretty punishment. There's been so many times I've just been counted out, and I know that it's behind animosity. I know it's because of a hidden agenda, but it makes me work harder. But this has happened like my whole life. So it's like what I deal with in the industry is just different face, same case.
Oof.
Now after that clip went viral, Saweetie got a lot of backlash online, but she pushed back saying the media twisted her words and misrepresented her point. On X, formerly known as Twitter, she said the conversation wasn't about bragging or complaining. It was about microaggressions, hidden agendas, and what it's really like to move through the industry as a woman who's constantly being judged for her looks. And she clarified that she's grateful and she's happy for her success. Glory to God, I believe she said. But the pressure, bias, and judgment is real. And she ended it by saying she's not fazed and that she'll keep going because she has a vision, right? So yeah, she framed the whole pretty privilege narrative into something deeper. And whether you agree or not, it's definitely got people talking, right? Now, I don't know exactly where Saweetie stands after these allegations. We haven't heard her side. And everything that's come out so far is still just claims. But what we do know is that this whole conversation opens up a much bigger door because it's way more common than people think. And it got me thinking about something else, which is if Saweetie, someone with money, fame, and a career, and a very strong brand, is allegedly moving this way, imagine what's going on with the industry women who don't have any of that. Imagine what a lot of these Instagram models are doing behind the scenes, like not the established ones, the ones who are trying to get it popping just now. The ones who are flying out to all these different places like it's nothing. Amsterdam to Bali to Oslo. Next day she's all up in New York and then back to Bali. Like, bitch, how the fuck you do that shit? Posting this luxurious lifestyle, but they don't have a consistent stream of income. And a lot of them are just doing what they can to keep up with the image, to survive, to maintain a lifestyle, or to chase that next opportunity, which usually comes in the form of a man with money who they're using as a come up. I think these allegations are pretty wild. And to emphasize once again, these are just allegations right now. However, I don't know, man. Like Dexter Morgan. I have a hunch. I have a feeling we might hear some more about the story or something connected to it. And that's just a feeling. What do you guys
Hey, man, body on top of body on top of body on top of body on top of body. And oh, God, man. And sometimes you be hearing about these chicks be like 3, 4, 5 men. One day, man. I don't know, man. They be taking that bird back, clean it out. You know what I mean? And they go right over to the next house. But Hey, I can't really speak. I don't know Shorty like that, but it do seem like she's in some precarious places, man, and doing precarious things. You know what I mean? Some extracurricular. That being said, let us know what y'all think. My baby crying, man, because we got a real relationship. We don't partake in the fuckery. You know what I'm saying? Till next time, we out of here, man.